What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting to you from the D. Gina Carano is in the algorithm. Apparently, she has won against the House of Mouse. Last year, I believe, Elon offered to pay her legal expenses if she wanted to sue Disney for wrongful termination. Elon had an axe to grind against Disney because they like pulled out of advertising or whatever because they didn't feel like X was a good place because basically Elon wasn't censoring X the way the old guard was. And because conservative, non woke views weren't being silenced anymore, Disney, even though they claim that they don't lean into woke and identity politics and they stay out of all of that stuff, they still decided, or Bob Iger at least, to move on from X. uh, Elon famously said that they can go F themselves, and it just goes from there. While he was on his tirade against Disney, he offered her the ability to sue them and he covered their legal expenses. To this day, he's never met her. He purely did it for the love of the game. She accepted, and here we are now. So I'm going to read to you guys this article from The Variety, and I'm also going to read to you a statement that Gina Carano issued herself. Gina Carano, Disney, settle legal dispute over Mandalorian firing. We look forward to identifying opportunities to work together in the future. Lucasfilm and the Walt Disney Company have reached a mutual agreement in their legal dispute with Gina Carano following her firing from The Mandalorian. A Lucasfilm spokesperson said in a statement provided to Variety, the Walt Disney Company and Lucasfilm are pleased to announce that we have reached an agreement with Gina Carano to resolve the issue in her pending lawsuit against the companies. Ms. Carano was always well respected by her directors, co-stars, and staff, and she worked hard to perfect her craft while treating her colleagues with kindness and respect. With this lawsuit concluded, we look forward to identifying opportunities to work together with Ms. Carano in the near future. So if all of that is true, then why fire her? Oh, because she was saying stuff that they didn't agree with. Gina Carano, to my understanding, and I don't even know how true this is because I've never really seen any proof of it, but the word was that she compared being conservative in America at the time to living in Nazi Germany. Now that may sound silly or something like that, and it is kind of, but it's her right to do so. And Pedro Pascal has made all types of ridiculous remarks on X, and they keep giving him more and more and more work. I mean, even right now, we're in full blown Pedro Pascal fatigue. He's in Fantastic Four. So nothing ever happened in his career. He could say whatever he wanted the opposite way, and he was loved for it. Gina Carano makes one statement that they didn't agree with. They didn't issue her a warning. Wait, no, I think they wanted her to like take the tweet down, whatever it was she said, and they wanted her to get on some. They wanted her. The terms were so ridiculous. They wanted her to get on some Zoom call with a bunch of people who felt personally attacked or impacted by what she said and basically apologize for it. They wanted her to do some sort of indoctrination training or whatever about being more sensitive and like all this crap that they don't care about making anybody else undergo as long as you're saying the right stuff going the wrong way. But let's continue on. Carano was fired from The Mandalorian in 2021. So it was like a good 3 years between when she was fired and when Elon was like, hey, look, if you want to go after him, I got you. The Mandalorian, yeah. After sharing several controversial social media tweets. So yeah, she shared controversial tweets and was fired because she is outwardly conservative. but the rest can do whatever the hell they want. Look what, just to give you a comparison here, look what all what's her name was able to put out there. Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler completely tanked her movie that they spent like $300 million on. She completely tanked it because she wouldn't shut up. Because she kept putting out stuff over and over and over and over and over. And they didn't seem anywhere near as panicked to get her under control as they did dealing with Gina Carano, right? Let's continue. It says, including one that compared being a Republican to being Jewish during the Holocaust. Yeah, I mean, as I said, that's pretty wild of her to say if she did really say that. But whatever. Like, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. She was also dropped as a client by UTA at the time. In 2024, Carano filed suit in California federal court alleging wrongful termination and discrimination, as well as a demand that the court should force Lucasfilm to cast her again and pay at least $75,000 in punitive damages. So listen, all she wanted was 75 G's in punitive damage. She could have went after them for a lot more, and she wanted her job back. So she basically wanted her job back, and it seemed like, I don't know, maybe some lost wages here for what she might have gotten paid if she'd have been in Mandalorian season 3. So what she wanted was pretty modest. The fact that Disney was trying so hard to fight this rather than just settle up with her, just give her the money and give her job back, is crazy to me. But that just goes to show you the level of competency or lack of it that's happening over there when it comes to decision makers at Disney. There's a story going around right now of the guy Bo DeMeo who worked on the X-Men 97 show, and I may do a video on it. He made a couple tweets talking about how things are at Disney Marvel, and I just might cover it now that we're doing this. And the lack of competency in terms of leadership is being brought into question. But it says Disney's lawyers filed a motion in April 2024 to throw out the lawsuit. Yeah, that modest request that she had, just give me my job back, throw me a few dollars. 75 G's to Disney is no money. That's pennies to them. And they spent more money fighting this than they would if they would just gave her the 75 G's, man. But anyway, it says arguing that it had First Amendment right to fire the actor. Really? Stating it has a constitutional right not to associate its artistic expression with Carano's speech. Funny how that never came into question when anybody else says whatever they want. Carano fired back in a post on X, writing, Disney has confirmed what has been known all along. They will fire you if you say anything they disagree with, even if they have to misrepresent, malign, and mischaracterize you to do it. They are now on record letting everyone who works for them know that Disney will take any chance they get to control what you say, what you think, or they will attempt to destroy your career. Glad we cleared that up. I remember when she tweeted that too. Wow. The First Amendment does not allow Disney to wantonly discriminate, which is what they have done in my case, and frankly have now admitted they did. Yeah, I remember this very well. If you ever wanted to know what today's Disney values are, they just told you. Yeah, I remember that very well. My mouth had dropped because it was like, did they really say that? Like, whoa, did they really say that? Carano's lawsuit was funded by Elon Musk, the owner of X, as well as the CEO of Tesla Motors and SpaceX. Musk declared in 2023 that he would pay legal bills for people who had been fired for their posts on social media platform. That's true. He did do that. Carano wrote on X on Thursday morning, and the truth shall set you free. Later that day, she posted a longer statement reacting to the settlement on X, writing, I have come to an agreement with Lucasfilm. Oh, I may not even have to read her thing. It might be here right here. I've come to an agreement with Disney Lucasfilm, which I believe is the best outcome for all parties involved. I hope this brings some healing to the Force. I want to extend my deepest, most heartfelt gratitude to Elon Musk, a man I've never met, who did this good Samaritan deed for me in funding my lawsuit. Thank you, Mr. Musk and X, for backing my case and asking for nothing in return. To my lawyers at Share Jaffe, who walked me through this unknown territory, thank you for your wisdom and guidance. I am humbled and grateful to God for his love and grace in this outcome. I'd like to thank you all for your unrelenting support throughout my life and career. You've been the heartbeat that has kept my story alive. I hope to make you proud. I'm excited to flip the page and move on to the next chapter. My desires remain in the arts, which is where I hope you will join me. Yes, I'm smiling from heart to yours, from my heart to yours, Gina. Yeah, that actually is her ex post in its entirety. I don't think that was in here at first, but they certainly added it. So there you have it, man. And these bugs. I close that off a little bit. But yeah, there you have it, man. She has won. Um, Basically, look at it like this. Okay, she's won. She didn't kick the crap out of them nearly as hard as she could have. She could have dragged this on and it went into discovery, and it's no telling what would have came out then. It was in Disney's interest to meet her modest demands. Now, whatever settlement, it's not been disclosed, but we do know that they're going to bring her in future projects. Maybe in the next season of The Mandalorian, she'll be back. I didn't watch season 3. I wasn't interested when I found out she got fired. To my understanding, season 3 is absolutely awful. It's just woke trash. So perhaps it was good that she wasn't in it, after all. But I'm rooting for her, man. I think she's a solid actress. She was a class act through and through. You know, when this process was ongoing, and she's gotten a favorable outcome. Even even in victory, she still took the high ground. And I can't say that I would have did the same if I would have whooped Disney and made them bend the knee like this. I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. Hit me in them comments. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Peace.